Right, hi, it's James from Cammy's Lookout UK. I'm going to do a quick deck profile on Dende Piccolo, running the Frieza engine. To get this out the way, I play 2 1-star balls and 5 of the normal. This ratio, well, it works for me anyway. You just want to keep recycling these, drop in hand, drop in hand. I only play 3 Dragon Radar. I try to make room for a 4th, but with the deck being so 10k heavy, like on the combos, I didn't see much point, so 3 as a ratio just seemed to be good for me. I do run the Namekian super combo. There's a bit of debate whether or not it's worth it, but I've always found that when people go up against this deck, they try to go aggro as possible, so I'm always going to be at 5 life, which is then, this is when this is active, and if I can get it back, great. For 1-drops, I play 3 Togama, 3 Sorbet, 2 of Frieza's getting sliced in half, I suppose, and 2 Bulmas. Basically this gets my desires back from deck or drop. This lets us add another Dragon Ball to my hand, which is really handy if you're just for some reason not seeing them, or if you want to like wish quicker. This one is if when this bursts and you're not getting the 4-drop freezers in the deck, you can use this one, draw, like send it to the drop, and then send a 4-drop freezer and then draw a card. So it's alright, and then it just becomes a 5k combo on the field. This one is for Occupation of Frieza. If you end up milling the 7-drops, you can put them back in your deck, and then hopefully you just get to see them with the amount of draw power this has. I can, by turn 3 or 4, basically get down to like 2/3 of my deck with how much this draws. It's insane. For 3-drop choices, I only play 2. Deadly Defender, because I don't play that many negates in the deck, whereas this saves you sometimes. And this one's just a nice little spicy one where if they've got 7 or more tapped out, you can just take a life. It's great. It's happened a couple of times where people just don't realise how good it is. Try go for game, tap themselves out. Especially against demigod players. If demigod players play it and don't realise there's cards in your hand, you've got a tap 5, leader's rest mode, demigod's rest mode, there's your 7. Just do a life. For the big ones, 4 Clan of Terror. The card is just too good. You play that card, you see your opponent's hand, which is always knowledge. You get to play one of their battle cards in rest mode. Now, as long as one of their cards doesn't have an auto that is when it's played, draw a card, such and such, rest one of your modes, then you don't play it. And then I play 3 Occupation and Evil of Frieza. It's not the sort of engine I go for mostly. I play the deck a little bit differently. I literally just neg my opponent's hand. And doing that, and board really. So I play 3 of these, where it's great combo to work with if you can pull it off. Clan of Terror, see their hand, play a card in rest mode. If they've got another one in rest mode, that's also great. Wish out this one, drop a card, kill the 2 rest mode cards. This gains dual attack, and it's double strike, and it's already dual attack. I don't ever attack with it. I just clear the board in hand. But on the back of that, when you kill the cards, I play these 3. These 3 are the main damage dealers of the deck. I'm basically, the combo that I use this for is early game, keep recycling the 1-drops with the 1-star balls, neg their entire hand, play a Clan of Terror, play a battle card, KO it, bring out this. Next turn, bring out another one of these from the drop. They've got no hand, I'm not going to let them get a hand, and I'm only going to attack them with critical. And if they, one of the matches from our locals, which is our first video, you get to see that in action, where I let a Massian player have no hand size at all, and he wasn't impressed, but it was an awesome game. Next, in case I do have to go for occupation, I do play 2 copies. It's really good. You get to basically KO one of your like a couple of your 1-drops, evolve it onto this, draw 2 cards, rest modes everything, KOs everything in rest mode. It's triple strike. It's when you want to go for the push, if you want to leave them on 3 life, because if you've been critting and critting and critting, and you want to, like, your deck's getting low, then you just basically just play this card, go for that game when they've got no cards in hand. Simple as. Because the Namekian Wish is not that good, it only really applies to the leader, or if I was the hard caster super combo, which you're not going to do. I've always got access to 7 black cards in the drop, so what I do play as the finisher is Demigra. I think this card's quite self-explanatory. I don't need to say anything about it, it's great. For extra cards, I do play 4 Revival of the Emperor. It brings back every 4-drop Frieza in this deck. It is brilliant. And if you can recycle it with Dragon Radar or Togama, you're going to see it constantly. I only actually play 2 negates, and that's Nimbus for against super aggro players. I let them attack, obviously get their cards in rest mode so I can then KO them next turn. For anyone that plays big hitters, usually overhand cards when they try to catch you off guard, Crusher Balls. It is really, really good. I haven't managed to build a sideboard for this yet, but I'm still working on the build itself. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.